Have you ever wondered what would have happened if Tanjiro was trained by Yoriichi's spirit? How strong would Tanjiro become? And most importantly, would he be able to save the people he lost this time around? The story begins almost exactly the same as the original timeline. Muzan attacks the Kamado family and turns Nezuko into a demon. When Tanjiro arrives at the scene, he finds his family brutally slaughtered by Muzan. Moments later, he realizes that Nezuko is still alive. Tanjiro carries her and desperately tries to take her to a nearby doctor. That's when Giyu Tomioka appears and attempts to kill Nezuko. However, after seeing Nezuko protect her brother and witnessing Tanjiro's hidden potential, Giyu decides to spare her life. Giyu then tells Tanjiro to seek training from Sakonji Urokodaki, just like in the original timeline. Tanjiro begins his training under Urokodaki, but this timeline takes a very different turn. Instead of meeting Sabito and Makomo, Tanjiro encounters a man with a flame-like red mark on his forehead, wearing the same Hanafuda earrings as him. That's right, Tanjiro meets the spirit of Yoriichi Tsugikuni himself. Upon seeing Tanjiro, Yoriichi immediately recognizes his connection to Sumiyoshi Kamado. He sees Tanjiro's potential and realizes something incredible. If there is anyone in this era capable of defeating Muzan, that person is Tanjiro Kamado. Yoriichi decides to train Tanjiro personally. Yoriichi knows that Tanjiro is the closest human alive in this era to mastering sun breathing. 2 years is more than enough for Yoriichi to teach Tanjiro everything he knows. During this training, Yoriichi teaches Tanjiro the true sun-breathing style, how to unlock and control the Demon Slayer mark, how to access the transparent world, breath control beyond human limits, and the secrets of the Red Nichiren blade. The training is brutal, pushing Tanjiro far beyond his limits, but he never gives up. Tanjiro makes a firm decision. He will kill Muzan and turn his sister back into a human, no matter what it takes. After 2 years pass, Yoriichi has taught Tanjiro everything he learned in his lifetime. Tanjiro can now use all 13 forms of sun breathing. Although Tanjiro learned all of Yoriichi's teachings, mastering them perfectly would require real combat. Tanjiro can also temporarily turn his blade red by perfectly synchronizing his breathing, heartbeat, and grip. Tanjiro's physical stats like speed, strength, and endurance are now far superior to what they were in the original timeline. At the final selection, Tanjiro easily defeats the Hand Demon and saves the other Demon Slayers who would have died in the original timeline. After Tanjiro passes the final selection, Nezuko awakens. After officially becoming a Demon Slayer, Tanjiro is sent to the northwest town for his first mission. There, he easily defeats the Swamp Demon. When Tanjiro later travels to Asakusa, he detects the scent of Muzan Kibutsuji, leading to a confrontation. Just like in the main timeline, Muzan creates a demon to distract Tanjiro before disappearing. Soon after, Tanjiro encounters Tamayo and Yushiro, and easily overpowers the Arrow Demon and the Tamari Demon. Tanjiro sets out once more. His next destination is the strange, shifting mansion controlled by the drum demon, Kyogai. With Tanjiro's speed and sun-breathing techniques, Kyogai is defeated with little difficulty. This is where Tanjiro meets Zenitsu and Inosuke, and their paths become permanently connected. Their next mission sends the trio to Natagumo Mountain, just like in the original timeline. Tanjiro easily defeats the Mother Spider Demon. Soon after, he encounters Rui Lower Moon 5. With sun-breathing and a Red Nichiren blade, Lower Moon 5 stands no chance and is defeated by Tanjiro. By the time the Hashira arrive, Tanjiro and his group have already eliminated all the demons, suffering only minor injuries. Later, Tanjiro is taken to the Demon Slayer Corps headquarters. In this timeline, most of the Hashira are deeply impressed by Tanjiro's strength. However, just like the original timeline, Sanemi Shinazugawa still stabs Nezuko. Enraged, Tanjiro fights back against Sanemi, causing the Wind Hashira to go all out against him. Before the situation escalates any further, Kagaya Ubuyashiki arrives. Using his foresight ability, Kagaya senses that Tanjiro and Nezuko exist only to help humanity. He orders the Hashira to calm down, trust them, and accept Nezuko. The story then moves forward to the Mugen Train arc. With Tanjiro's enhanced sense of smell, he detects Enmu much earlier and begins attacking him. When Rengoku arrives, the two Demon Slayers defeat Enmu with ease and save all the passengers. However, something far worse soon appears. Upper Moon 3, Akaza. Just like the original timeline, Rengoku confronts him and the battle begins. But in this timeline, none of the Demon Slayers are exhausted. Since Tanjiro and Rengoku finished Enmu quickly, they are still capable of fighting at full strength. Even so, their power is initially no match for Akaza, and most of the Demon Slayers are knocked unconscious, leaving only Rengoku and Tanjiro still standing. During the battle, Tanjiro finally unlocks his Demon Slayer mark for the first time, which allows Rengoku to awaken his own mark as well. well. Tanjiro tells Rengoku how to turn his blade red, and Rengoku successfully does so. Now fighting together at their peak, they completely change the flow of the battle. For the first time in centuries, Akaza feels fear. Akaza attempts to flee, but Tanjiro chases him and unleashes the 13th form of sun breathing, slicing Akaza's entire body into pieces. Upper Moon 3 is defeated. This means Rengoku survives in this timeline. When Tanjiro returns to the Demon Slayer Corps, he is officially given the title of Son Hashira. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. During the Entertainment District mission, nothing major changes, until Tanjiro encounters Daki. Tanjiro quickly overwhelms her, forcing Gyutaro to appear much earlier than in the original timeline. Tanjiro and Tengen Uzui begin fighting Gyutaro together, but it soon becomes clear that Tanjiro can keep up with him on his own. Realizing this, Tengen leaves Gyutaro to Tanjiro and goes to assist the others in finishing off Daki. Not long after, both Daki and Gyutaro are defeated by the Demon Slayers. And most importantly, Tengen never loses his arm in this timeline. At the Swordsmith Village mission, things become far more intense than before. Upon learning that Akaza has been defeated, Muzan becomes furious. After hearing Doma's request, Muzan ultimately allows him to go to the Swordsmith Village to investigate the situation himself. When the demons appear, the battles split across the village. Muichiro Tokido takes on Upper Moon 5 entirely on his own. Meanwhile, Nezuko, Mitsuri, and Genya engage Upper Moon 4. However, in this timeline, Shinobu Kocho is also present at the Swordsmith Village. Shinobu encounters Doma, and the two immediately begin fighting. As the battle intensifies, Tanjiro arrives at the scene and joins Shinobu against Upper Moon 2. With Shinobu's poison gradually taking effect, Tanjiro delivers the finishing blow and defeats Doma. This means Shinobu survives in this timeline. Afterward, Tanjiro rushes to assist the others against Upper Moon 4. With Tanjiro's support, Mitsuri is finally able to defeat Upper Moon 4 as dawn approaches. At the same time, Muichiro unlocks his Demon Slayer mark and successfully defeats Upper Moon 5. In this timeline, Shinobu retires as a Hashira after fulfilling her goal of avenging her older sister. When the Hashira training arc begins, Tanjiro takes on a new role. He teaches everyone everything he learned from Yoriichi, with the goal of making every Demon Slayer as strong as possible. Not long after, Muzan Kibutsuji appears at the Demon Slayer Corps headquarters. Just like in the original timeline, Kagaya Ubuyashiki detonates his estate, sacrificing himself in an attempt to weaken Muzan. One by one, every Hashira arrives at the scene and immediately begins attacking Muzan. At the same time, Tamayo successfully injects Muzan with the anti-Muzan drug. Just as the Hashira are about to reach him, Nakime activates her ability, transferring everyone into the Infinity Castle. This includes all of the Hashira and the entire Demon Slayer Corps, including Rengoku and Tengen, since neither of them died or retired in this timeline. Inside the Infinity Castle, Zenitsu's battle against Kaigaku plays out much the same as the original timeline, with Zenitsu emerging victorious. This means the only demons remaining inside the castle are Kokushibo, Nakime, and Muzan himself. Soon after, the battle against Upper Moon 1, Kokushibo begins. After an intense and prolonged battle, the Demon Slayers manage to defeat Upper Moon 1 without losing a single life. In this timeline, Gyomei never unlocks his Demon Slayer mark, ensuring his survival after the battle. Meanwhile, with the help of Mitsuri and Obanai, Yushiro successfully takes control of Nakime, allowing him to manipulate the Infinity Castle itself. Realizing what is happening, Muzan kills Nakime. With her death, the Infinity Castle loses stability and begins to collapse. And that is when the final battle, Demon Slayers versus Muzan, begins. Muzan Kibutsuji now faces all of the Hashira with their Demon Slayer marks awakened, along with every remaining Demon Slayer at the same time. By this point, Tanjiro has perfectly mastered all forms of sun breathing. As the battle rages on, Tamayo's poison finally begins to take effect, weakening Muzan from within. Enraged, Muzan goes completely all out, attacking the Demon Slayers with everything he has. Many of them are badly injured, and the battlefield begins to collapse. Seeing this, Tanjiro is overwhelmed by memories of the day Muzan slaughtered his entire family. Consumed by rage, Tanjiro unleashes the 13th form of sun breathing. The moment Muzan sees Tanjiro's movements, he is reminded of Yoriichi Tsugikuni. For the first time in centuries, fear grips the Demon King. After being struck by the 13th form, Muzan activates his emergency escape technique, violently exploding his body into 1,800 individual pieces. However, Tanjiro already knows what comes next. Yoriichi had warned him about this exact moment. Without hesitation, Tanjiro continues his assault, unleashing the 14th form of sun breathing, a form created by Tanjiro himself for this exact moment. This technique grants the user maximum speed, combining thunder breathing taught to him by Zenitsu and beast breathing spatial awareness, allowing him to sense even the smallest vibrations in the air and sun breathing's purest, most absolute slashes. In a single overwhelming sequence, Tanjiro destroys all 1,800 fragments of Muzan's body. Muzan never sees it coming. The Demon King is defeated by the Sun Hashira. The battle ends before sunrise, meaning every Hashira survives in this timeline, including Gyome Himejima because he never awakened his Demon Slayer mark. Let me know in the comments what you think of this timeline, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can also check out my other video where I created an alternate timeline in which Tanjiro becomes a demon instead of Nezuko at the very beginning of the story.